Hey guys, I think I spent the whole day all last night painting. Woke up today around 3. Things have been good for the past couple of years, 4 years. I've been very blessed to have a few bucks, be able to buy paint, keep working. My complaint was not having models to paint from. I'm a figurative painter. I need the human form, like Lucian Floyd. I had models all the time coming in and painting. We just want to paint. That's all we want to do. I remember when I first got into art many years ago, maybe 40 years ago. It's the same problem. Not having paint and art supplies to be able to express myself. It was something that I've always wanted to do from a very early age. I think my first painting was done with my mother's cosmetics. I remember seeing myself was in the bed. It's a queen size bed, or full size. And she was on the edge of the bed, looking at the mirror. The dresser wasn't too far away. It was like maybe there. And I can see her reflection in the mirror. And she was just brushing her hair. And I found my mother to be so beautiful. And at the same area where the dresser was, there was eyebrow pencil. And there was an envelope. And I grabbed the envelope and her eyebrow pencil, which eyebrow pencils are very soft, so I realized quickly that I had to be very gentle with the pencil. And I sketched her out. And then as I was looking at her, I need some flesh tones, and I noticed they had back then some flesh tone creams she would put in her face to cover up spots. Then I grabbed that for my skin tones. Then I grabbed red lipstick for her lips. Well, all this was going on. She was just there brushing her hair, but never once really looked what I was doing. And when she turned around to see what I was doing, there was this beautiful paint drawing of my face. Oh my God, did you do that? And that's when she told me, you're a painter. You're an artist. She mentioned the word artist. I never knew what that word meant or what it was. I think I was maybe 9 years old, 8 years old, very young. Then years went by and I started getting in trouble, and art just became something I did every now and then, but it wasn't something that I was really into. Getting in trouble, what kids do. But then there was a time when I just said I wanted to paint. I remember going to the art store and buying some paints, and realizing I don't have enough money to buy everything I needed. And I think I stole some paints, stuck them in my pocket. And when I got home, I started making this painting. Years passed, the painting stood. I could never look at the painting. For some reason, I was not able to look at this painting. I was not able to look at it. It was just something about this painting. I could not look at it. I didn't know what it was. I could not put my finger on it. So, years passed by. I remember taking the painting, putting it in it was in my closet. So, but the thing is, every time I would open up the closet door, I would see the painting. And it just, for a few seconds of me seeing this painting, it just, something about this painting just made me feel like I just didn't feel right. So I spread the clothes open and, the pole where the clothes is hanging on hangers, and put the painting towards the back of the closet, and put the clothes, and put the clothes back together, and if I won't see it. But I still knew it was there. I still knew this painting was there. But anyway, years passed by. My work started developing little by little. Didn't really have money to really take these art classes or do these workshops that you see all over the place. But who I was a painter. This is the person that I was. I was an artist. I wanted to paint. I didn't want to do anything else. My teacher used to ask me, like, kids always have something that they want to be when they get older. Some want to be cops, some want to be presidents. I wanted to be an architect. I don't know how, because I'm barely high school. But anyway, I never became an architect. I kept painting. Oh, back to the painting. So one day, I opened the closet, and I see a little bit of the painting. I pull this painting out. I get on my knees, and as I'm down on my knees, I went in the kitchen, grabbed a knife, and I started cutting it. I cut this whole painting up. Could not look at this painting. I guess I was so guilty. I felt so guilty about me stealing this paint that it just did something to me that I was not able to look at this painting. And I had to tear it up and get rid of it, and completely get rid of this thing. So I got on my knees, tore it up. There was somebody there when they saw me doing it. Like, what are you doing? And why are you doing that? And the knife went in there and cut this thing up and got rid of it. I realized that I could not, when it came to my work had to be, can't work with stuff that, from paints that I stole, or, it just didn't feel right. And, so, that's how it was. And I think the worst thing for an artist is an artist that does not have pain, that cannot express himself, that does not have pain. Or an actor that can't act because he can't get a job to act. A dancer that can't dance. There's nothing worse than, because when it comes to the arts, all of us, acting, singing, painting, we dedicate so much of our lives to being so good at what we do. And when people don't acknowledge us, and it hurts. It hurts, it really does. They don't buy a painting, whatever, it's hard. And it was a movie that I seen that he said art is all or nothing. When it comes to art, it's all or nothing. It's either, when you do it, it's either going to be good or bad. I don't think any artist is bad. It's just their way of painting. I don't could ever believe that any artist is better than any other artist. Art is art. When people start putting art, now people have their preference. In the beginning, art for me was trying to capture something so precise, but that was the beginning. I wanted to see how good I was at capturing the likeness of a person. But as things went on, years passed and years went by, there was something more than just getting the likeness. There was so much more than that. And it's like what Vincent said, read this book where he said, his letters, paint things as you feel them, but not as you see them. As you feel them. And feeling and seeing. It's two different things. Yes, you're going to see, but the seeing comes with a feeling of what you're feeling. He also said, I want people to, when they look at my work, he feels deeply. You know, I went through this depression for a while, and I was not able to put anything down. I was not able to paint. I was thinking to myself, how is it that Vincent painted? Because I'm not able to put nothing down. And I think that when Vincent got really depressed, you're not able to put nothing down. But after you're coming off your depression, there's a period where you're like in between feeling and where it's like those singers. Don't you ever hear the people that write these beautiful love songs? Usually when they're coming off a breakup. Now they're not gonna stop me writing a love song the very first day they break up. You know, maybe a week later, 2 weeks after they mellow down, they still feel sad, and they start expressing themselves in words. And they write a love song. It's the same thing with painting. So I think I was able to paint later on. After I came off the depression, I was able to really express myself. And then as years passed by, I noticed that this trying to be a painter of painting things as I see them, being precise, being there with a little tiny brush. You see so many artists like a little printer. And when you look at the painting, you say, well, that's Bob, that's Danny, that's David. There's nothing there about the artist. It's just a likeness of the person. It's a picture of this person. There's nothing else there. It's David wearing a red shirt with a hat, wearing glasses, nothing else. There's no information there, nothing else when you look at a photograph. That's it. This is me in front of an easel painting. That's it. But now when you start adding brush strokes and color and you start doing things, when you start putting feeling into it, it takes on a whole new, how can I express it? It's no longer Bob, Dave, Mark. It's a dance between the setter and the painter. Expression of what that artist saw and how he put it down. And that's how I feel. That's why in my later years, I always thought that modern was something I would never get into because to me it was too easy. It was, I couldn't understand taking a brush and just putting color down. But as I got older, I started realizing, well, what really opened me up to taking a closer look, it must have been Picasso. Because I knew Picasso was a great painter. He was a classical painter. He can paint very, very well, and but still he chose to do cubism. He would do these pictures that look like school images. The kid drew them. It had to do with feeling of shapes and color. But he can still paint, but he still chose to paint this. So that's when I started looking closer. That's when I realized, well, there's a lot more here than these funny shapes and this thing cubism. There's something here more stronger than. Because you would think with the knowledge that Picasso had, he would be painting something different. Something, but no. So, I and then Pollock, the drip painter, used to drip paint with the stick. And then you look at Sargent's work, Rembrandt, the bravado, the brush marks, how it's so, the paint is applied with so much feeling. It's so strong. Every brush mark is a painting in itself. And in the end, it's just a dance of colors and shapes, and it's, oh my God. Compared to a picture that is done so good, where you don't even see the brush marks, done in so many thin glazes. I guess when you look at a Vermeer, you look at the technique that how good he was as a painter, he was able to, but then you look at the clothes they used to wear, the time, the furniture. That's what takes on the importance of the painting. You understand? Compared to the artistic mark, the colors, it becomes more of something as I don't even know how to say. But anyway, it's something else. And you only start thinking like this years later after you've been painting for so long. You start thinking like this. And you'll look at these type of paintings and you'll say, well, it's not, I mean, look how good this painting looks. It looks just like the damn photo. It looks just like him. But that's not art. For me, that's, I mean, some people's opinion, they might think different, but maybe if you're starting out, in the beginning you kind of think that, but I don't want to paint salt shakers and glasses where you see every reflection of highlight, and that's not impressive to me. That the person is able to get everything so precise. That's not what I'm looking for at this point in my life. Look at Vincent's drawings. The colors that you put that in a wall, that compared to people actually make images of something. People do paintings like this today, just of a person. Compared to this, to that, it's a big difference. But one thing I noticed about Van Gogh, he will paint anything. Still lifes, for cups. A tree. I'm wasting so much time. Look at this. So, there's nothing worse than an artist that doesn't have money to paint, or an actor that can't act, or a dancer that can't dance. There's nothing worse.